have some clouds passing on through the area. We're going to have kind of this mix of sun and clouds for the day ahead, and you can see that clearly not completely overcast, and we have some pretty colors out there as the sun's starting to come on up and with the clouds currently. But as we go through the day, we'll have these clouds hanging around with a system off to our southwest and the rain there that will stay to our south, but will deliver the clouds this way. And we also have a cold front that'll be dropping down from the north, so we'll have some clouds, we'll have some sunshine, and we'll still have some mild temperatures. And in fact, we're already starting off rather mild. We don't even need the jacket heading out the door here as we're sitting in the 50s at the moment. 54 in Dubuque, all the way to Cedar Rapids and up to Oelwein there, 55 in Waterloo and Iowa City and Washington. And as we get into the afternoon, temperatures will make their way into the 70s to around 80 degrees despite there being those clouds around. And this is a push of warmth ahead of our cold front. That front will then lead to the chance for some showers and perhaps a stray thunderstorm as we head into the afternoon hours, but very hit or miss situation. We're going to have the clouds passing by today, still some sunshine, nice warm temperatures in place after 4 o'clock, especially south of Highway 20 as this front comes on through. There may be enough energy and just enough moisture to get things going, but that moisture is kind of in question and is lacking a little bit. So this may not produce all that much, but we could see a few isolated showers and perhaps a thunderstorm develop with the front, and it will be between essentially 4 to 9 p.m. that chance will exist, and then high pressure starts to barrel on in and will lead to some quiet conditions to finish the week. We'll have a northeasterly flow, and that will lead to some slightly lower temperatures, but still some pretty mild conditions to finish the week here. There's going to be another little front that starts to come on in on Friday night, but that just leads to another high pressure system dropping down and the sunshine persisting for the weekend. So as we have these weaker systems, the lack of moisture available, we're looking at little to no precipitation over the next 7 days, with this one chance here coming today where we could see a few spots pick up a couple hundredths or a tenth of an inch. And as we go even further into the middle of the month, we're still looking at near and below normal precipitation chances. And hopefully we do turn a corner with this and start to see a little more active pattern, because we'll certainly need some water here soon. We've been caught in this kind of holding pattern where there's low pressure to the east and to the west and high pressure in between. That pattern's starting to break down a little bit, but we do have another high pressure system that'll move in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's going to keep things rather quiet and rather mild. We'll be watching a low pressure early next week that could deliver some precipitation, but in general, high pressure is kind of dominating, going to lead to mostly quiet and mostly mild conditions here. Temperatures will get knocked back just a little bit to end the week in the low 70s, but then we're right back into those 80s over the weekend and early next week.